Daytona Beach, Florida is home to Hanksters Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom, America's #1 choice for premier collector cars for over 30 years. It is always fun when we get to present to you a piece of Mopar machinery, and today we have a Hankster certified unit, a 1968 Plymouth Gtx with a period correct 440. Check it out. So in 1968, they did not have partial VIN stamps on the motors, so we're going to have to assume this is the original motor for the car. However, we have no way to prove that. On this vehicle, there are no power brakes. There is a power steering reservoir, and there is a fender tag. We will have a photo of the fender tag on our website for you to break down if you choose to. We also have a copy of the original window sticker. It's kind of old and kind of tattered, but we do have it, at least most of it. Blue in color. Paint on the car is really amazing. So let's check out first the top of the hood. We have a huge hood on our 68 GTX. Nice uniform color and clear, no issues up top. On the hood, on the cowl, on the top of the fenders. The turn signal indicators work in the fender. We'll show you that on a test drive. How about the grille? GTX in the center. The chrome around your headlight bezels, those are both good, driver and passenger side, along with the chrome on the front bumper. There's no issues with the bumper bolts as far as rust, any issues with the chrome as far as any kind of peel or patina or pitting. Peel, patina, pitting. Those are the 3 P's. Driver's side front fender. Looks real nice in terms of both paint and fitment. Paint all around the wheel opening, the wheel opening molding. Everything looks real good. Your black matte stripes are vinyl. Those look good as well. 5 chrome lug nuts. Got the Chrysler rally wheels there, beauty rings, Cooper Cobra raised white letters. Car really has a great look to it. It's a fantastic looking car. The VIN number through the front windshield we will have a photo of on our website. Front windshield glass clarity is extremely nice. Real nice glass clarity through the front windshield. And then of course you can see to the front dash pad there. That's in nice shape as well. Car does have a black hat, vinyl top. So up here around the front windshield, there's no issues. There's no issues going down the A-pillar. The drip rail moldings all real nice on the car, installed properly just like they should be. No dents, creases. Back to our glass clarity momentarily. Our quarter glass, door glass, and vent window glass all in real nice shape on the driver's side. The glass on this car is pretty nice. Our 68 GTX is a very long car, so look at the door fitment to the front fender and to the rear quarter. The door closes nice and tight and nice and flush to the rear quarters and to the front fender. And then down low on the paint, there's no issues to speak of in terms of any kind of blistering or bubbling at the bottom of the door or the quarter. The black stripes that continue onto the driver door and onto the rear quarter that you started off with on the front fender up there on the driver's side. Everything's real nice and uniform, not peeling, cracking, fading, anything like that. Let's hop into the interior of this car. It is a center console automatic car. We're going to start out with showing you the door panel. Painted up top, vinyl in the center, wood grain looks nice. Armrest a little discolored, but that's okay. The door panel at the bottom, not all warped or bowing out from the door itself. Blue interior in the car. The courtesy lights in the center console illuminate when we open up the driver door. Let's check out the back seat before we hop into the front. It does have seat belts in the rear. The seat, the vinyl, pretty good condition. I don't see any rips or tears. Headliner's in great shape. Dome light illuminates when we open up the driver door. Your driver's seat in nice condition. There's a little rip right there. But the seat itself up top, there's no issues as far as any kind of splitting, tears, cracks. Underneath our floor mat, if I can get it away from the seat here. Carpeting is real nice underneath the floor mat. The floor mat itself is brand new. Steering wheel's in nice shape. Your map light's illuminating also when we open up the driver door. We'll show you that on the passenger side as well. And we will have a closer look at the interior when we're actually in the car. Jumping up, back up momentarily to our vinyl top here, where it comes down off of the roof and meets the rear quarter. It's also in nice shape. There's no issues going on there. Large rear quarter on our GTX. Not only are the body lines straight, but also the paint. There are no issues as far as any kind of blistering, cracking, bubbling. Real nice paint on the rear quarter of the car. Rear window, rear windshield. You see through to a speaker grill. We will figure out if any kind of radio functions on the test drive in this car. The chrome around the rear window in real nice shape. Glass clarity is fantastic in the rear. The glass on this car, by the way, there is no documentation as far as when this car may have been painted, when that 440 may have been rebuilt, you know, any of that type of stuff. If there was, we'd certainly disclose it. I'm going to show you the probably one or two pieces of information we have on this car here in just a moment. Deck lid fitment is good to the rear quarters. And then your paint is real nice to the throughout the center of the deck lid and on the tops of both quarters, driver and passenger side. Your rear Plymouth badge emblem valance in the back on the deck lid and around your brake lights, real nice condition, and it's the same story with the rear bumper. Bumper chrome on both the front and rear bumpers look to be newer in my personal opinion, but again, I don't have any kind of documentation as to how new, you know, when, 2 years, 10 years, I don't know. Look at that, a full-size jack. There is no spare, so you'll have to get a spare, but you got a jack. So yeah, that's all we have left of the original window sticker. So that's the original window sticker from 1968, $4,584. Looks like it was sold out of a dealership in Iowa. That's it, sorry. That's all you get. But you do have a fender tag. Trunk, look at that trunk, how nice that is. Real nice trunk pan, real nice paint. You even got a light in there, amazing. Passenger side. The body lines on this car, both driver and passenger, are probably some of the nicest lines I've seen. This car is, I don't generally use the word laser straight, but I mean, it's as straight down the side as you can get for a car this length and a car of this age. There's no waves, you know, look at the door. I mean, look at how nicely the door fits to the rear quarter there. There's nothing hanging out at the bottom, there's nothing hanging out at the top, it's not misaligned at the top. The passenger door doesn't sit higher than the rear quarter. Look at the paint, how nice and uniform the paint is on the top of the rear quarter. There's no clear coat fade. There's no blisters at the bottom of the quarter, behind the wheel, around the wheel opening. Both GTX logos, by the way, are in real nice shape. We take still photos of those, so check them out on our website. Again, look at the glass clarity on the passenger side. The vent window, the door glass, and the quarter glass, I mean, it looks like brand new glass. It's really a fantastic looking car. I love the combination with the black top and then the blue body and the black stripes and the raised white letter tires. I just think it's a really good looking GTX. Passenger side, door panel. Well, I mean, it's a mirror of the driver's side. You got the faded armrest here, and then you got the real nice paint at the top of the door. Door panel itself's in nice condition. Even your door jambs. Look at how nice the door jambs are on this car. Once again, center console lights illuminating when we open up the passenger door. I don't see any issues with the passenger seat. Center console looks to be in pretty decent condition. We'll take a closer look at that when we're actually on the test drive. I told you the floor mats are brand new. Once again, your map light is illuminating above your glove compartment. Pretty outstanding car. Bottom of the door on the passenger side, no issues in the paint. Again, your body striping on the passenger side, the same as the driver. The black is in nice condition. Nothing's cracking, fading, peeling. You have your Chrysler Pentastar there, low on the passenger side front fender. The car does have wheel opening moldings on all four wheels, and those are all in good shape, installed like they should be. I didn't see any paint issues on this car. Paint's fantastic. So is that vinyl top. 1968 Plymouth GTX 440. We will put it in the air and do an undercarriage presentation for you, and after that we'll take it on a short little drive. I encourage you to visit our showroom in Daytona Beach in person. Do not buy the car sight unseen. We take 80 to 100 photographs of every single car, and we do this quick little video presentation, which ends up being about 20 to 25 minutes in length when it's all done, which in my opinion is too long. But we used to keep the videos to 10 minutes, and then people want, well, I want this, I want this, I want this. So we kept adding to the videos, and now they've morphed into what you see today. But we can't cover everything in a 25-minute time frame. We try to disclose and show you as much as we possibly can in the time allotted. Interior, exterior, undercarriage, and mechanical performance through a test drive. But when you're here, you can do everything we're doing in this video yourself. If you want to look at the paint for an hour outside, it's 91 degrees here today in Florida, but if you want to go out there and look at the paint real good out in the natural sunshine, you most certainly can. There's not a lot of shade here in our parking lot. It's wide open. But our showroom's air conditioned, but the lighting's not fantastic for looking at paint. The showroom ceilings are very high. We'll let you, actually we'll put it on the rack for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage of the car, suspension components, motor, transmission, tires. We'll let you drive the vehicle. You can see how this 68 GTX rides, handles, stops, starts, steers, performs. This way, if there's anything that you don't like, care for, the sound of, the look of, you can pass on the car. You don't have to wait until it shows up and you figure it out later. I drive these cars, I buy close to 400 cars a year, so I look at a lot of cars, drive a lot of cars, I'm underneath a lot of cars, crawling around a lot of cars, interior, exterior, so I know pretty much anything you can ask me about one of these vehicles, I can probably tell you about. You may not be able to do that, however, that is okay. That's what our sales staff is here for. They are knowledgeable on what type of gas to use, what type of oil to use, how to store these cars, how to start them, things like that. Visit our showroom. Most of these collector cars, classic cars, are a pretty significant amount of money because they're up in demand and desirability. Everybody wants to own one, and that's awesome for us. But they're 30, 40, 50 years old. They're not going to be new. So know what you're signing up for. We do a ton of sight unseen business. In fact, that's how the majority of our business is conducted, believe it or not. I do 6, 7 of these videos a week where I tell people don't buy them sight unseen, and they still do it. So, we move a lot of units between our showroom here in Daytona and also our showroom in Pennsylvania, and we've been doing it a long time. So hopefully our longevity in this business tells you something about the quality and quantity of vehicle we move through our showrooms month after month and year after year. If we weren't selling cars, we'd be out of business. So, and if we didn't put out a good product, we wouldn't have been in business as long as we have. But again, 50-year-old car, check it out yourself. Let's put our 68 GTX up in the air and check out the undercarriage. Underneath our 1968 Plymouth GTX, you're going to have drum brakes on all 4 corners of this car. Once again, it is a period correct 440 motor. We will have pictures of the numbers on the website for you. The oil pan, you can see it's fully exposed. It looks nice and dry at this time. Let's move next to the transmission pan. Take a look at our problematic areas on the tranny, starting with the pan. Looks nice and dry right about now. The speedo cable appears to be dry. And also our tail shaft seal appears to be in good shape. The frame rails on the car look good, both driver and passenger. You have dual exhaust manifolds coming off the side of that 440 motor. Goes into what looks to be a fairly new exhaust system. All the welds are fantastic. Goes into an H pipe here, and then dual mufflers in the back. Driver's side floor pan, one solid piece all the way back. E-brake hooked up. Passenger side floor is just as nice. No sections, no silicone, no patchwork done. Real nice solid car underneath. Neither one of the mufflers have any kind of issues as far as rust, rot, pinholes, things like that. Once again, drum brakes in the rear of this vehicle. The raised white letter Coopers are brand new. We put them on there. So you got brand new sneakers for your 68 GTX. You have also what appears to be a newer gas tank, full size to power that big 440 up front. Dual chrome tips. Take a look here at the trunk pan. You see it's all nice and solid. Frame rail looks good there. And let's check out the driver's side, same spot. Real nice and solid underneath there. Frame rail looks good. Your trunk pan looks good. We have ourselves a pretty fantastic car here, one that I do not believe will be around very long. We're going to set it down on the ground now and we're going to drive it. Before we do that, let's talk about your payment options. If you're a cash buyer, cashier's check from your bank or bank wire transfer. If you're financing with collector car lenders we work with, we'll do 5 to 15-year loans on these cars. 10% down of the purchase price is going to be the required down payment. You may be required to do more if your debt to income is a little higher or your credit score is a little lower. However, if your credit score is 9,000, they're still going to require you to do 10% down. It's just kind of the standard down payment. No prepayment penalty on the loan. So if you get a 10-year loan on this GTX and you pay it off in 2, there's no penalty for doing that. So that makes it relatively easy to take a loan out also. It's also simple interest loan. So if your payment works out to be $700 a month and you pay $1,000, the extra $300 goes directly towards your principal balance and not towards interest. Once the vehicle is funded in full, we put the car through a pre-delivery inspection. Like I stated earlier, we deal in old cars. Anything can stop working, start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to leaving our facility and heading your direction. Once it's through inspection and it's green lighted through our shop, it goes through detailing and a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. Typically, we can have a truck here within a 48-hour window. However, if you're in a more difficult destination, or there's a holiday, or there's weather conditions, or you got a lot of cars coming out of Florida because it's the snowbirds are all shipping their cars back up north for the summertime, allow us a few extra business days and we promise you we will get your car as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. Let's set our GTX down on the ground and take it out on a short little drive. 68 GTX, horn. Driver's side turn in the dash and on the fender. Passenger side turn on the fender. Hopefully you can see that with the sun glare. And then we lost it in the dash, but we had it a few minutes ago, so could be a bulb. We'll have to check that. Wipers. If you want some boring AM radio, you got it.
He wasn't one for theatrics. He wasn't one for stagecraft.
All right, I can't fall asleep while I'm driving. What else? Fuel gauge does work. We're going to need to go put some gas in this thing. 78,242 is the mileage on the odometer. Title reads exempt. True miles unknown. Temperature is coming up, as you can see. Center console looks to be in pretty good shape. Headliner looks awesome. Let's drive this thing. Inside our 68 GTX, the fuel gauge is functioning. We put fuel in it. We got a bouncing speedo too, so it looks like we got 2 issues to fix in the dash: the bouncing speedo and the signal bulb. That wasn't doing that before either. Anyways, car rides fantastic. You wouldn't know this car doesn't have power steering, or it does have power steering. I was talking about power brakes. Look at how nice that car rides. And it has great power out of the 442. Our temp gauge is good. We're not running hot. Car has a real nice smooth ride. There are no engine vibrations, tranny vibrations, anything like that going on. Tire vibrations. Now here's what I was talking about with the brakes. Car brakes just like it should. Now, you know, I'm used to driving cars that are not power brakes, so I have no problem stopping this thing. You know, it stops nice and just like it should. You don't have to stand on the pedal. Obviously, you do have to apply a little bit more pressure than what is needed on a power brake unit, but it's not terrible at all. Going through the gears here. Car rides fantastic. I don't know how fast that is. That's about going to be 60 probably in my opinion. But real nice through the gears. No like popping through the exhaust, backfiring through the exhaust system, popping through the carburetor. Real nice smooth ride. No pulls to the left or pulls to the right. Look at how nice that thing tracks. This is a fantastic car. So we got to get our speedo issue fixed, which we will. So you don't have to ask that question. The speedo will be functioning when it leaves here. It was functioning. Must be a bind in the cable or something when they do that. When they're functioning, but they sway back and forth. That tells you that the cluster is responsive, but I think the cable's slipping is the problem. Look, brakes. See how, I mean, I'm not slamming on the brake. I'm just applying an adequate amount of pressure and the car's stopping straight. Just a real nice car. And listen to us idle right now. We're not stalling out. I don't have to keep my foot on the throttle to keep the car going. We're not overheating. We're cooling properly. It's a great car. 1968 Plymouth Gtx. Period correct 440 with a fender tag and a little bit of a window sticker. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this car along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 68 GTX includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty that covers the internal components of your engine, your transmission, and your rear end. If the oil pan gasket, tranny pan gasket starts leaking, power steering reservoir starts leaking, battery stops charging, those are not items that are covered under any type of warranty. Those are the luxuries you sign up for when you sign up for owning a classic car. You get to do that regular yearly maintenance, but you are covered against major mechanical breakdowns. Is the price of the car negotiable? Most certainly it is. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. Also, the shipping comes off. There is a lot of time involved in shipping cars, especially the ones we ship. You know, between incoming and outgoing Daytona only, we probably ship 50 to 60 cars a month. So you have to vest the driver, make sure they're licensed, bonded, insured. You have to set up the pickup at our showroom. You have to arrange the delivery to your home or business. We have to pay the driver. We have to track the shipment from the time it leaves our showroom to the time it arrives to you wherever you're located at. At a negotiated cost, you can do that legwork on your own. Maybe you are a collector or an investor and you have your own method of transportation, be it a carrier you've used in the past you had success with, or your own trailer. You're more than welcome to use either or. And if you don't have your own trailer and would like one, check out hankstershaulers.com. We have all aluminum ATC trailers in stock and ready to ship to you, so you can tow your classic car behind your RV when you're vacationing. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in the Sunshine State, Daytona Beach, and our website is hanksters.com. Check us out.